Holy shit, we're holy shit, we're holy shit, we're parents. Hey guys, this is your doula Hannah, and you're listening to Holy Shit, We're Parents, the podcast where I, as a birthing and early child care professional, talk about making babies, birthing babies, and trying not to lose our minds raising them with my ADHD only child husband who has never cracked a parenting book, Justin.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. I'm all right. How are you?
Good. Wasn't expecting a little. I felt like blue. Blue's Clues. Sorry, I was over here like couldn't get comfy. So you're silly.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
What are we talking about tonight? Hopefully it's not something like super fucking serious.
No, it's not. I was actually inspired by our evening ride in the what did our son call it? The submarine mobile?
Submarine mobile.
Yeah. So we played pretend in the submarine mobile and we were reading books. And I was like, hey, we should probably talk about reading books to your kids on our podcast because it's way more important than people realize.
Oh, I didn't know people didn't realize that.
I think some people are like, oh yeah, read books to your kids, but they don't necessarily think about why.
All right.
So obviously it's like a fun thing to do as a family, but there's also like science behind why it's important to read to your kids. And there was this like massive study that encompassed, I forget how many years, but a crap load of kids and families, and found that children who are read to regularly by their caregivers, not just like in school or something, but directly by their caregivers, had vocabularies up to almost 1.5 million more words by age 5 compared to kids who aren't read to by their caregivers.
What?
Yeah.
Million?
Yeah. So
1.5 million words.
Yeah, so think about how many words.
A lot of fucking words.
Speaking in shit, but that's a lot. So
do I know 1.5 million words?
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh.
You know more than that.
All right, calm down. I don't know about that.
But like, this is how you're really going to develop stronger language skills in your kid before they even hit school, which will for sure translate into better reading comprehension and academic performance later on, not just like as soon as they start school. So, yeah, it's hella good for your brain.
Yeah.
Also,
and I feel like it's got to be good for your adult brain too.
It is.
Yeah.
Really cool thing that they did was took a bunch of MRIs of kids that are read to frequently, especially in like rich, interactive, have fun with it ways. And they had developed stronger connections in the areas of their brain that are tied to language processing, narrative comprehension, and critical thinking.
What's a rich? What'd you say?
Read to in rich, interactive ways.
What do you mean?
So, like how we do voices and get like super into the books and aren't just like, this is a book and this is Spot said whatever and blah blah blah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. First, the Spot books suck.
Yeah. But that was just the first example that came to my brain.
Yeah.
So, like, sitting down for story time with your kids, regardless of when it is throughout the day, is like shaping the actual architecture of their brain for life.
That's wild.
Right?
That's crazy.
And like they can see that in imaging. It's just so freaking cool.
That is crazy.
And like I have seen some people in like the moms groups and stuff talk about like putting a lot of pressure on themselves to read to their kids at bedtime. Like, if that's not the best time to read to your kid, then don't read to your kid at bedtime. It's beneficial regardless of time of day.
Yeah, I feel like bedtime just kind of became the thing because it's when, like, at least even crappy parents are around.
Right.
So it's like that should be I don't know, in my opinion, that should be like the low bar. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
oh well, we didn't get to read, so we gotta, get it in before story time or get it in before bedtime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think there's other families that are like, oh, well, part of our bedtime routine is or take a bath, then read a book and whatever. But like, if that doesn't chill your kid out, don't do it then. Like,
No,
we don't do baths
baths-
before bedtime because our kids get fucking crazy
They're
after they take a
jacked up.
bath.
Like, if you wanted to know what like toddlers who took cocaine would be like, I just feel like that's our kids like for an hour after
a bath. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like so many
Even
like,
with like
parenting
bedtime
books and shit.
soothing
Yeah,
shit,
we
it's
have
like, Jesus.
lavender, bath
Yeah.
wash, and all the parenting books are like, make bath time part of your routine. It calms children down. The fuck it does.
Yeah, no.
So again, if reading
We
to
do have
your
fun, though.
kids doesn't chill them out, don't read to them before they need to be chill. Like pick a different time of day. Do it at lunchtime if everybody's eating together as a family or whatever. Like fit it into your family's schedule. Don't worry about what other people are doing.
And I think, in all honesty, like the earlier you try to get it in, the more likely you are going to be to get it in at some
Yeah.
point. You know what I mean? Like if you start thinking about, oh, okay, well, we gotta get our story in, at like before nap time,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna get it in at some point instead of just being like, oh, okay, it's bedtime.
Yeah,
We gotta
forgot
do
about
this. We
this
gotta
all
do that.
day.
We gotta do
Yeah.
that, and now we gotta read. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I think
Yeah.
even if you don't get to it early every day, you should be, planning it so it's just in your brain to be like, ooh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like more along the reading to your kid in interactive ways, it's just like how we have talked about watching shows with your kid, not like putting a book in front of them and reading the book and then that's it. Like you talk to them about interpreting emotions that are happening in the book or reading social cues or understanding other people's perspectives.
Yeah. Or like, I know one thing I kind of have done, and it has seemed like it's worked because our son like does this now. Is there's a book series that we love, the How Do Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
But like the whole first, sometimes like 3/4 of the book, it's just like telling your kid how to be bad.
And I'm just like, shit, why are we reading this?
Yeah. So I always say like, that's not good, or like,
Yeah, that's not what a good dinosaur does.
Yeah,
or-
even though it always ends with like, no, a dinosaur,
other
blah blah
birds."
blah. Yeah, but again, it's like sometimes like a quarter of the book at the end where it's like, are they even still paying attention?
Right? And
Yeah.
I'm like, book, you are just giving them ideas.
Yeah, especially like the one with the cat.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
throw a mug at the cat.
yeah, or no, that's like how do you deal with your mad? That's right.
Yeah. What do dinosaurs do when they're mad?
Yeah, and I'm like, bruh, what?
Don't teach my kid to throw things at the cat.
Why does my kid have a mug?
Right.
The fuck?
I mean, to be fair, our kids have those cute little plastic mugs that our daughter thinks
No,
is a microphone to
that's a
sing into,
clear
but
drawing of a ceramic mug.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, and then like the resolution is just like pick up your mess and say sorry, and I'm like, ooh,
Oh.
nah, we don't throw a mug at the cat. Like, what?
We don't introduce that idea at all.
Yeah, but again, love the book series. Not one you want to read a couple of them back to back.
Yeah.
Because you really get the vibe that like AI wrote it, or just like it has a very unoriginal rhyme scheme.
Yes.
There's a lot of repeated verbatim rhymes.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh.
But they're fun one-offs, and it's a cute series. Like the how do dinosaurs say that they're mad? How do dinosaurs eat their food? How do dinosaurs count to 10?
I love these books if you want to sponsor us.
Yeah. Know their colors. How do dinosaurs... What was the first one? Go to bed? Or
how do dinosaurs say goodnight?
Say goodnight. That's right.
Yeah. Well, that's one I know by memory.
Yeah.
I know a couple.
Oh. But yeah, so like science literally backs with evidence that reading increases empathy and social emotional development. And like all it takes is pausing and asking questions of your kid, like before you get to the next part. What do you think is going on? What would you do here? Why do you think they're sad?
Well,
And just like getting them
what would you
involved.
do? Yeah.
And even if you don't care about like what it's doing for them and their like academic brain, you should care about what it's doing for your bond with your child and also like the attachment part of their brain. And we've talked about
Anyway, why the
attachment
fuck
before.
wouldn't somebody care about what it's doing to make their kids smart?
Because some people just don't give a shit.
Oh, well, hopefully they're
Yeah.
not listening to our podcast
Hopefully.
because
Or they're
you
listening to
suck.
it to be better.
Oh yeah,
Be better and stop sucking.
yes. Because right now you do. You should care if your kid's smart. You should want your kid to be smarter than you. You should want your kid
Yes.
to correct you and be right when they do.
Yeah. So, like, we've talked about that whole secure attachment thing and how it sets them up for their future. Story time helps build that secure attachment with, like, literal physical closeness, using a gentle voice, sharing focus on something together. Like, all of that is telling their brain it's safe, physically and emotionally. And that is what builds that secure attachment and confident children and leads into confident teenagers and adults. And like they have actual neural reward circuits, like similar to what I get when I cross off something on a checklist that links you with comfort and learning. And so that like that's what they get out of story time with you as their caregiver.
Nice, I
Pretty
guess.
dope.
I'm sorry. I was just got feeling stoned as fuck and was just
Oh,
trying to hold it together while you were talking. It's all good. I'll pay attention now. Probably.
So talking lifelong habits. Kids who are read to by caregivers early and often are statistically more likely to enjoy reading as adults, which is just a fun hobby to have.
I mean, honestly, I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
Like,
I
as
fucking
somebody
love to
who,
read.
yeah, I mean, obviously, I got like brain things that make it a little more difficult, but like, I probably could overcome that or whatever. But I
Or
just feel like
whatever.
it's so late that it's just not like a hobby I have, and
Yeah.
I'm so bummed because when I do read and like can like get in a groove because that's kind of how like my dyslexic brain has to do, or if I like find a book that is printed in a certain way or whatnot,
Yeah.
like I really enjoy it. It's so fucking cool
It is.
because it's just like I don't know. And one of my biggest like book rewards and like fuck J.K. Rowling, you fucking piece of shit.
Right.
But the adaptation of Harry Potter from book to movie was like one of the things that instilled in my brain like, oh man, I do like to read because like this is what I saw
Yeah.
already in my head. Like there were certain aspects of those movies that were just like, oh yeah,
They did so good.
like
Yeah. With
that's
those
what I
movies.
saw in my brain when you know what I mean? So that
Yeah.
was one of the things that like really kind of made me think like, oh, I am missing out on not reading. I think I was like high school age-ish, maybe right before then when the movie started to come
Yeah,
out.
I think
Middle
like
school.
late middle school.
Yeah, yeah. So it was something I would try to do, but I get so frustrated.
Yeah.
'Cause words jumble.
And it's just something I still
Yeah.
love so much.
Yeah, that's why I'm a big like. That's one of the reasons I do thoroughly love to read with our kids because like as somebody who like suffers from dyslexia and who knows what other things from a TBI, it's just like more enjoyable to read that. It's easier. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't want to
Yeah.
sound like a fucking idiot, but like it's just easier and more fun to read and get lost in a stupid little story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not be frustrated with, opening every page and looking at the middle or seeing letters not in the right order
Right.
at first. You know what I mean? So it makes it more fun. And then it's like as an appreciator of visual art, like a lot of these books are just beautiful.
Oh my god, like all the Eric Carle
Oh
books.
my,
I
don't even get me
love Eric
started.
Carle books.
Love Eric Carle books. They're just like, some of the images are like inadvertently moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. I think reading to your kids, especially at an age where it's still picture based heavily, is a great way to get them interested in art.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like seeing these things and saying like, somebody made this, you know what I mean? And like, you can make that.
I think it's so funny how many like picture books we open and read with our kids that I want tattoos from now. Like,
I mean, every Eric Carle
I would
book.
love an Eric Carle tattoo.
Like an Eric Carle like sleeve or something
Right.
that was like a background from a thing and then had a couple of like the cooler
That would be
animals
so
in
cool.
it. That would be really cool. Yeah.
I'm like running out of space, but trying to figure out how I'm gonna fit an Eric Carle tattoo in it. Another thing it sets your kids up for is just like overall academic success, because the younger you start reading with them, the less likely they are to struggle with print literacy, which is going to make the rest of their academic learning that much easier, because they're going to feel comfortable reading the material. And if they're having issues with it, you're more likely to figure that out
This
reading
is a
to
fun
them at a younger
episode
age.
because we are literally the opposite ends of the spectrum as far as this particular topic goes.
I know.
I didn't think about that.
But like,
You're way over there.
I know. Another way to figure out things like dyslexia and stuff in a child earlier on, to begin those early interventions and figuring out ways to support that.
They just, I think, thought I didn't read good.
So read good.
They thought I was kind of dumb in that regard.
Oh.
Yeah, like I didn't think I was dumb. I just think they thought I didn't read good, and they were just like, he doesn't read good.
Yeah, but like,
I
there's
think
ways to
because,
support
like,
that.
Other people in my family might not enjoy reading for the same reasons that I do, and they might have just never known it, so
Yeah.
they didn't think to look for that in me.
Find ways to correct it
Exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my mom has trouble with that, but with numbers, and didn't
Oh, God, me
realize
too.
until she was an adult that
8
I
and
forget
9.
what it's called, but it's the dyslexic with numbers.
I have that also. It's very difficult. Like 8s and 9s.
Yeah.
89 and 98. I will always say it wrong the first time, no matter which one it is. I will say the other one.
Yeah. And
every time.
My mom does that. And then she also, with colors, like knows a color in her head, but always says the wrong one out loud. It's wild.
But what if the color red that you see, man,
Oh, gosh.
is different than the color red that I see? How would we ever know?
Oh, my God. You are something else. But yeah, again, like, you are basically shaping how they are going to learn everything else in the future, because every other subject involves reading at some point.
It does.
So
It does. She's right.
Shut up, stone motherfucker.
I know. I just hope this blunt doesn't hit me till this episode's done.
Maybe just wait.
I'm over here fidgeting with it though, because it's like my little ADHD.
That's fine. So quality matters when it comes to story time, and like we talked about, that rich experience of reading involves things like using expression and different voices.
Eat the rich, man. Fuck them. Can we think of a different way to say it?
Oh my god. Anyway,
What?
we don't want to eat them. They probably have brain diseases from being cannibals.
I mean, eat's being nice.
Ask open-ended questions when you're going through a story. Let them turn the pages, even when it takes forever and they turn a bunch at once and you have to go back and it takes 20 minutes to read a 5-page book.
Yo, pay attention to how long and how densely worded a book is, and how interested in books at this time your child is, because it is super easy to bite off way more than you can chew. and then you kind of both feel just stuck in finishing
like,
this
oh my god,
fucking
we're only halfway through.
yeah, and your kid's trying to like turn the pages, but then when you go to stop, they're like, "No, finish!" And you're like,
Fuck.
Yeah.
Get more interactive books. Like we have some Eric Carle ones that have like trace the path with your finger as you read through.
"That one's
or
tight. I love that
yeah,
one."
like the flap books. Those are amazing for kids because it's keeping them engaged in the story. It's getting them like physically interactive. Like whatever you can do to bring all senses into story time is really good for their brains.
Yeah.
And then when you can, find ways to connect the story to real life. So those dinosaur books
I'm
are
always like, "And we're dinosaurs."
well, that and
Yeah, I take my
our
human
kids
skin off and go like, "Rah!"
our kids definitely do
I mean, your
some
eggs are
of
hatching.
those things in the books that they're not supposed to do. And it's like our son realizes it and is like, oops.
Yeah. There is, and
or he'll be like, sister does that.
yeah, and she's just over there like being destructive. I'm like,
Pulling all the books off the shelf
sure
and
do.
throwing things on the floor just like the dinosaur.
Yeah. Has a mug somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
Cat is getting beat to shit. But again, also asking them like, this character's scared. Do things make you scared? Or this character's being brave. How are you brave today? Or whatever you can come up with that like turns it into thinking and not just listening.
Yeah. And also, as far as parenting goes, I don't know, weird thing that I kind of had to start doing and never thought about was paying attention to when your kid wants you to stop reading a book.
Yes.
Because that can say just as much as anything else.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on right now in the book that is making them suddenly want to stop?
Yeah.
And then kind of like can...
Finding ways to address that.
Yeah, it can be a good way to find some like, leading questions to start asking. Not leading,
Yeah.
but I guess open-ended questions. to start asking them,
Exactly. Like what's going on right now? What are you thinking about?
Yeah.
Is something making you scared? Like,
Exactly. Yeah, stuff like that.
and then you get to like watch them grow with books, especially if they like the same one over and over again. And all of a sudden they start talking about what's going to happen next or
Say a line.
yeah, memorizing lines. I love when that happens. Or like caring about characters and like wanting to read a book because of a character and not just because the book title is familiar.
Or the art is bright.
Right.
But like I want to say we are just kind of maybe weird about this, but like we started reading to our kids before books had words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like our kids have been flipping pages of books since they could move their hands.
Right.
So like I want to encourage parents, like, don't just read what you think of reading. Like, sit down with the books that don't have words and like make the words.
Talk about what is on the page, whether
Exactly.
it's shapes or colors
Yeah.
or animals,
Fruits, vegetables, yeah, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
what is that shape? What is the color of it? What else is that shape?
Yeah, like what is that animal? What sound does that animal make?
Ooh,
Where
that's a
do we
fun
see
one.
that animal?
The sound one.
Yeah.
Getting your kid to make animal sounds is the fucking
Right?
best.
And I don't know why, like, every parent is like, yeah, my kid needs to know that a cow says moo before they learn anything else. But I feel like especially farm animal sounds are like the first things kids learn.
Yo, I never thought
But they're
about
hilarious.
that. I think that's why.
Right?
Wow.
It's just funny to hear your kid go moo.
Like, and I wonder, is that like an American thing? Because
Right?
like a go out and farm type shit?
Maybe.
Or is that like all around the world? Like, the first thing kids learn is what sounds fucking just random fucking animals make.
Like our
Food.
kids were not
The noise
seeing...
food makes.
Yeah. Kids were not seeing cows out and about anywhere, or I guess they did see goats sometimes because of friends we had. But like
But yeah, but
They knew all the sounds these animals they were never gonna
yeah.
encounter face to face made.
God, that's so weird. I never thought about that. Why the fuck does my kid know like not how to wipe his butt, but he could go to a farm and imitate every fucking animal there? What is with that?
Every single one.
Yeah, we had our priorities a little screwed up there.
But
We could have taught him like physics or some shit.
he has a quantum physics for babies book.
And he's fucking mooing. What the
But that's the other thing. Like, we started when they were babies, before they could really even understand what was going on. And
before they had a say.
a lot of people think, oh, I'll just wait until like they can sit and read with me. But even the American Academy of Pediatrics, who I don't always agree with on things, recommends reading daily starting in infancy.
I gave them the finger. Was that okay?
That's fine.
All right.
And
Hannah doesn't
so
always
many
agree with you.
families don't, because like life is chaotic and it feels easier to just not do it because they're just a baby, or even when they're a little older.
That's the easiest time to fucking do it.
Right. Like, a lot of parents do the hand over a screen instead of like engaged active watching something with their child, and it's like,
I think not being iPad people has helped us there.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But like that increasing vocabulary by 1.5 million words, that study was just read to your kids 6 minutes a day.
Wow.
6 fucking minutes
Was that
every
by
day.
Pediatric bitches though?
No.
Oh, all right.
No,
cool,
I
cool.
forget who ran that one.
All right. Well, respect to those people.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just seem to have beef with those people. So I
There's
got
just
beef
some
with them.
things that they say that I'm like,
Hey, I don't need an explanation. You got beef. I got beef.
That's fine.
We got beef.
We got beef.
Yeah.
Oh.
Check the fridge, fucking American people.
Felt like a relevant time for that noise. I'm smart and funny.
Oh, you're smart and funny. Oh, girls are smart and funny. Oh, shit.
So, when you're sitting there thinking...
That was a really good movie.
Thank you. Will this... I don't even smoke weed. When you're sitting there thinking, will this really matter for your kid in 10 years? Yes, absolutely. Scientific evidence says yes. Because maybe your kid won't be a genius.
Moo.
But like my husband here.
I'm sorry. I felt like a relevant time.
You're still building language skills, social skills, emotional bonds.
Comment whose moo is better.
Oh, we're going to get into a mooing contest?
No.
I got a new one.
Obviously, we're going to do different farm animals throughout the episode. Don't be ridiculous.
We're already almost done. It's going to be a short one. I did not have a lot for this.
All right, good, because Thomas was long.
Yeah. And again, you're introducing what could be a lifelong hobby. All right.
That one was too loud. I'm going to have to edit that out.
Could be introducing a lifelong hobby that they are going to love forever, like I got out of reading as a little kid. You are introducing them to an easier path through their academic career, and you're building that secure attachment, which is so important for every relationship they're ever going to have after you.
Yeah. And they won't feel like such a piece of shit when they watch Reading Rainbow. Because, like, I remember watching Reading Rainbow as a kid and being like, how the fuck do these kids, like, love a fucking book?
Oh,
like,
that was me.
They would sit down and just, like, break down the whole fucking book for you and, like, why they liked it, and they were so excited about it. And I was just like, let me watch the book on TV. I was just like, yeah, shut up and go back to TV book.
TV book.
Yeah. TV be book. Book be TV.
So read to your kids. you can't start too early, but if you haven't started already, it's not too late.
Okay.
Sweet.
I don't know why you were going all fast right there. Like, we don't have a whole bunch of time to kill. Because it's like a half episode.
I know, but that's really all I got.
Oh, okay.
It'll be a mini-sode.
A mini bite.
Yeah.
Just a short story.
Face.
I know book things. Yeah, right? Bitch over here thinks she's the only one that books. Oh. A book's hoard. Hoard.
We need to go.
What
What
was that?
It sounded just like yours.
Exactly. Do your own move.
Boo.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
If anybody knows what Highland cows sound like, do your best to spell it out in the comments. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. It really helps us out. Leave us a review if it's going to be 5 stars. I don't know if it's not. You don't have to leave us a review. Follow us on Instagram at Holy Shit We're Parents. Follow our other complimenting podcast, Holy Shit We're Aging.
Holy Shit We're Pregnant.
Follow me on Instagram at Daddy Muscles.
I'm at your doula Hannah.
That's all I have to say.
Bye.
Bye. That was a short episode.
I know. I thought I was going to talk about it.
Did I ruin it?
No.
I thought I ruined it.
No.
I was trying at one point. I don't even know about what now. You moved. I don't know what I was going to go into, but that was funnier than whatever it was going to be.
We got beef.
Yeah. Fucking American Pediatrics, whatever.
American Academy of Pediatrics.
Tag 'em in it.
What's a middle finger emoji?
Oh, I give him a middle finger twice. Okay, son. Shit. Holy shit, we're parents. Hey guys, welcome to the ad break. Just real quick, if you like what you've heard, or you just like Hannah or myself in general, and want to support us, feel free to follow us on Instagram at Holy Shit We're Parents. Like and follow on whatever listening platform you are enjoying the podcast on. And follow us on Patreon if you would like to financially support us without feeling like you're just giving us money. Or you can just give us money there too, I think. Either way, thank you very much for listening. And here's Hannah with the ads.
This episode is brought to you by Boobie Superfoods, the real MVPs of postpartum snacks. Whether you're breastfeeding, chasing toddlers, or just need something that doesn't make you feel like garbage, Boobie's got you. Get 10% off your order at boobiesuperfoods.com/revive and thrive. That's BOOBIE superfoods.com/revive and thrive. Because your boobs and your sanity deserve nice things. Okay, moms, if you're still living in those crusty maternity leggings from 3 babies ago, it's time. Comfort sweats are basically the uniform for surviving parenthood. Soft, high quality, and somehow still cute even when covered in spit up. Go to comfort.com/Hannah66030 for 10% off your order. That's CMFRT.com/HANNAH66030. Because if you can't have peace and quiet, at least you can have comfy pants. Holy shit, we're parents.